Good afternoon. We are at the Santos property. We're going to be completing a repairability test. We have this damaged shingle here. We'll do our repair test on and see how it affects the surrounding shingles. I've identified that one with an X and then marked up all of the surrounding shingles around that one, all of which could potentially be damaged. And I'll give you an overview here of all of those surrounding shingles. I'm going to be on the back slope, which is west facing. For my tools, I'll be using a flat bar, hammer, roof snake, and putty knife. We use that putty knife to unseal the top row shingles there, and then the flat bar to unseal the rest of them. See how those two different tools affect the shingles differently. I'll set you guys down and we'll get started. Start by getting these top row shingles unsealed. Okay, we got those top row shingles unsealed with that putty knife, and then we'll get the rest of them unsealed with the flat bar here. All right, we got all of those shingles unsealed. I'll start removing these nails now. that should be all of the nails. Looks like we may have missed one up here. Oh, there it is, hidden right there. Okay, we got all of those nails. Slide the damaged shingle out. And we'll get this new shingle in. And we'll start getting some nails back in there. We'll be using the roof snake for that. All right, we're all complete with the repairability test. Give you another overview here after the fact. Then I'll point out some damages that occurred during the repairability test. We can see this shingle here got a little tear in it when we were unsealing. Looks like this tooth came partially unsealed as well. We can see there. And then you can see some stress fractures all along this shingle. We can see where we had to, when we were lifting the shingle here, we can see all of the points where it was creasing, causing stress fractures along that shingle there. You can see some here and along there. Looks like there as well. Right right there. Then we have this shingle over here. You can see where that caused stress fracture right there. Then up on this shingle, same thing. You can see that's real bad. You got a few different areas there where it's creasing, and along here it is also very weak. We can see and feel, and right along that tooth there as well. So we can see stress fracturing all along that one. And then this last shingle here, you can see stress fracturing there. A little bit to the top there. And we can see that right there. Another stress fracture that occurs just from lifting that shingle up. And what that does is breaks that matting on the shingle, which damages the integrity of the shingle and also affects its water shedding capabilities. And then I'll show you all of the mat transfer. You can see mat transfer all along this one here. You can see where the pieces of that bottom shingle sticking to the shingle up above here to the bottom of that, and that is also damaging the integrity of the shingle, and it's going to make it extremely difficult for the shingle to reseal back down. We can see along the edge here, it looks like that shingle got scraped up pretty good when unsealing it with the putty knife. See some mat transfer all along there as well. And then we can see real bad mat transfer there. You can see that fiberglass showing through the shingle. It's stuck to the bottom of that shingle there. Looks like all across that one, we can see some bad mat transfer. And then I'll show you the damaged shingle here that we pulled out, all of the mat transfer on this one as well. You can see that fiberglass showing through there, there. You can see just from removing this nail here how badly that tore, which shows how brittle the shingles are. And I'll show you the mat transfer on the bottom of this shingle as well. I don't want to lift it too much, but we can see that all of those chunks that stuck to the bottom of that shingle as well. You can see that right there. So with all of those stress fractures caused to the surrounding shingles as well as the mat transfer, I do not believe that this roof is repairable, and we can see just from repairing one wind damage shingle that this insured would be left with 1, 2, 3, 4 additionally damaged shingles. And so if repairs were to be made, you can see the insured here would be left with up to 4 additionally damaged shingles here, over on all of these, leaving them with potential leak hazards all over their roof, with all of the mat transfer and all of those stress fractures, leaving their roof in a worse condition than it previously was, as they had 1 wind damage shingle here previously. Now they have 4 damaged shingles resulting from repairing just 1. So I do not believe that it is possible to indemnify this homeowner while making repairs, as we can see the results there. So I do not believe that this roof is repairable, and I'll go and chalk up all those damages and get some better pictures of those. Thank you for your time.